Hey guys, it's the road and my cat is playing with his toy in the background, but we are reacting to CypherDen Crazy Stalker Classmate. I think there's the first Stalker video before that she was referring to in the last yesterday video and stuff. So yeah, see the original video down below. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and let's get it started.
This is my first animated story, and I hope you like it. This is a story about a friend who ended up becoming my creepy stalker. So I feel like we need a little explanation on how this situation came about. In my college, there was a 2-year course for animation. Before that, you could take whatever other course you wanted. I took illustration. The animation department only accepted a little over 20 students for the major. That means you're stuck with the same 20 something people for 2 rigid years. We also only
Dang.
had one room, so that means we sat in the same seat for those 2 years. The first day, we separated into groups, and I grouped off with the people that I've already met from the illustration department. My group consisted of 2 guys, another girl, and myself. Let's give them names that aren't really their names, but for the sake of the story, it will be their name. There was
Fair.
Vincent, Mark, and Rose. So who was my lovely stalker, you might ask? Rose. It was Rose. It was always Rose.
It
She
always
wasn't
Rose.
really weird or stalkery at first. We went to
It
go
was
get
always
lunch as a group,
Rose.
hung out as a group, and just normal
Of
friend
course.
stuff. She wasn't really someone I was close with. I definitely couldn't have a conversation with her if you left us alone in a room together. I probably wouldn't want to be in the room alone with her in the first place. But
Sure.
we were friends due to the group that we were in. After a couple
I feel
months,
that.
on the other hand, things got a little weird. Eventually, I ended up working on commissions for Immortal HD and The Creatures. Some of you might actually remember this time, if you were around when I had 4,000 subscribers. But, well, one of her favorite YouTubers were in this group. I think that's around time where she started getting weirder and weirder and weirder, and a little bit more obsessive towards me. Referring to her as a stalker might be a bit excessive, but, well, I don't really know how else to describe her. It's like one of those movies where the person tries to be your friend, eventually wants to be you, tries to steal your boyfriend, whole identity, and eventually murders you. I sat next to this girl for about 2 years of my life. The weird list. This is going to be a buildup of not all, but some of the weirdest things she's done. 1. She followed me on every social media possible. Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Google+. Like
You go
twice.
what?
And every time I would post something, she'd be the first to like it. Okay, no biggie. Whatever, right? Number 2. Rose usually came to class earlier than I did. Every time I would walk in, she would be on my Facebook page. Not her timeline, just my Facebook page. Looking through all my friggin' pictures. All my pictures.
My cat
Like,
just
what?
here.
Are you okay? If she's not on my Facebook, she would be on my YouTube channel or my Tumblr page,
Just
probably
looking around,
Google
sniffing
Plus. I
around.
still don't know why people use it. I would walk into class and she would be watching my YouTube videos that came out about 2 minutes ago.
Got
Okay,
2
that's
minutes
cool.
though. Dang.
Number 3. Since I got in later
Okay.
than Rose, she would already be settled in her seat when I came in. And a couple times I would catch her with her face on her hand just staring at me. This girl would watch me not
That
say a
wasn't
word at
sarcasm.
all, just watch me take off my bag, my scarf, my
Uh,
jacket, my sweater,
I
and
mean
just
all
watch
the
me sit
stuff
down.
before.
3.5.
Makes sense.
I'm usually early, but I never want to sit down and talk to Rose. So I would walk over to another friend of mine, Cade, and we'd always talk about the last episode of Game of Thrones. Rose, from all the way up the
Okay.
other side of the room, would come rushing in just to talk about how much of a turn on that scene where the twins start. Yeah, it's Game of Thrones. You should already know what happens. And well, that's usually
I
my
know what's
cue
going
to just
on.
walk away from the
I know.
conversation.
I think I
So
know
sorry,
kind of what
kid,
happened
because I
there because
left you
we were
there.
talking about it obviously,
4.
but
I came
during the
to
time,
notice that she started
yeah,
following people
it
that I
came out.
followed
Yeah,
on
yeah,
Twitter,
that's what
which
came
were
out.
other artists that I became friends with on Tumblr. She followed everyone that I followed, and that started to creep me out. So, one weekend, I blocked her on Twitter. 5 minutes later, I get a text. Oh, hey, did you block me on Twitter? My sister was on my phone. My bad. I lied so hard that I made it
It'd be
sound
like
like my
that.
sister was a friggin' toddler smashing buttons on my damn phone. It took 5 minutes. That means she was on my Twitter 5 minutes into me blocking her. Probably
Dang,
earlier. I went to school the next day, and the first thing she asked,
5 minutes.
why haven't you unblocked me on Twitter yet? I forgot. My bad. Oh, okay. Half an hour into class. So, you haven't unblocked me on Twitter yet. Oh,
That's so creepy.
oh,
Yeah.
I'm not on Twitter like that. My bad. You can just unblock me right now. I don't even know how to unblock you. It's okay, I'll help you.
Oh
And at that
nah.
point, she watched me try to figure out how to unblock her. Like, what? It was just so awkward that I'm cringing thinking about it. Like, why? Don't you get it? I blocked you. That's it. I don't want to unblock you. Number 5.
Exactly.
Every time my group would talk about hanging out at someone's place, Rose would always offer my place. Not her place, my place. Let's hang out at Denise's place. No, my place is a mess. What about Vincent's? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, but Denise's place is so much better. Denise's place is so much cooler. Denise's place is, well, it's Denise's place.
Oh nah.
I poop you not. She would come up with any possible reason why my place would be the best place to hang
Yeah,
out
it
at.
has
I
ass
could be
up.
living on top of a volcano, and my place would still be the best place for her to be at. I was too smart for that though, and I didn't want her to know where my house was, ever. So I never invited her. At all. Number
Of course.
6. The class was divided into two to work on a project. We had to make a 3D animation about a chocolate commercial, not sure. Everyone had different tasks, and you weren't really allowed to do anything outside of your quote unquote job. She wasn't in my group, thankfully, but, well, her boyfriend at the time was. I was in charge of a lot of things, and people had to come to me when it came to certain tasks. My job was 3D modeling. He was in charge of putting scenes together or something, I don't remember. But
Something like
he
that.
would need to check in on me for the 3D models. I joke around a lot. Sometimes I'm really sarcastic and rude. And that's how I
Dang.
joke around. I'm naming this guy Ethan because, yeah. Hey Dan, do you
Of
have the
course.
3D models done?
Big
Yeah,
basic
I
name.
sent them like 3 years ago. Where were you? Oh, I'm sorry, boss. What are you even doing here? Get your job done? Now F off? And right there and then, not moving an eye from her computer, in the most pissed off tone of voice, she says, I hear flirting. Like, does the girl say, what? Do you even understand what flirting is?
Well,
I mean,
what?
I don't, but I'm pretty sure telling someone to F off
Hold
isn't
on.
considered flirting. This gonna be crazy. Crazy. So Ethan gave me a look, and I gave him a look, and at that point I had to go for a walk because I can't deal with crazy. I don't do crazy. This bee,
This being
thinks I want to steal her man. Just, oh no. I'm not getting murdered over a guy. Nope.
nah, nah,
Just,
nah,
nope. Like,
nah. Not today.
what?
Not today,
Number
Shaver.
7. Remember Cade? He was probably one of the only people I told about when it came to Rose. I didn't want Rose to know that I thought she was a little overboard. I didn't want to know how she was going to react either, or what she would do to me if she found out what I thought. So one day, Cade and I were talking. I was in my seat, and he was sitting on Rose's seat. And he found a napkin saying, You're better than this. 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 Again, and again, and again, and
Oh
again, and
no.
again. Cade and I gave
That,
each other the look.
yeah,
Okay,
that
there's
creepy.
obviously something wrong with her that I keep
Yeah.
giving people this look. Like, what the heck? Number 8. I'm convinced that she wanted to be me. She copied everything I did. If I was on Tumblr, she was on Tumblr. If I'm drawing hands, she's drawing hands. If I'm drawing character expressions, she was drawing character expressions. Jellyfishes? Okay, jellyfishes. I recently looked her up because I have to make this video, and well, I'm a unicorn that can draw and fart rainbows. My YouTube channel's catchphrase is I fart glitter and vomit rainbows.
Nah.
Seriously? Like, what? Hello? Are you okay? Like, also, don't forget to like this video. It makes me fart glitter. This video is gonna be so long, so you better hit that like button if you want more. This
Oh,
is so
dude.
sad. The 9th, and well, the last for
Um,
now. She's done so
let me
many
do
weird
that.
things, oh god.
It's
On
why I
thesis
forget.
presentation day, everyone and their families came to watch everyone's animations. I invited my boyfriend,
I own
George,
our
and
YouTube
well, he
channel.
knew about Rose. I told him all about the weird things she's done. I'm pretty sure he didn't really fully believe what I was saying and probably thought I was just making these up, but
That's how I
boy oh boy,
find
he encountered the one and
YouTubers who
only
add to Amara
Rose
home
at
pages.
first hand. While we were looking at the thesis postcard flyer things, Rose came up to me and asked me for a hug. I didn't really move or look at her, but I said, I'm busy. And I pretty much just pointed at things and started touching all the flyers, avoiding eye contact at any cost. George was between Rose and I, and he was just catching all the awkwardness. She was just there watching me touch every single flyer for almost 5 minutes, waiting for me to give her a hug, to the point that her mom had to break the awkwardness and had to pull her
Mm-mm-mm.
in to go to the auditorium. To top it off,
That's
after the
cheesy.
thesis presentation was
Very cheesy.
over, I left George alone to go get
And
food.
find the parents.
Rose, just being lovely
Mm.
Rose, stood next to my boyfriend,
No
not
bounds.
saying a word. Not one word at all. Mind you, they've already met before and they've talked before, but no, she just stood there awkwardly, not saying a word. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure she stalked his Facebook too. Also, her favorite YouTuber was PewDiePie, and well, this was all before I ended up animating for Pewds. So she would have probably been more obsessive over me, but thankfully, after I graduated, I blocked her off everything that ever exists and I avoided
Every
every
existed.
possible way of contact. But she's probably watching
Even
this.
cake.
So, hey Rose, you really creeped me out. Please never message me ever again. Hopefully I can get more animations like this out for you guys.
Alright, that's it for this reaction video. I'll see y'all guys in another video. Peace.